Hey, Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do?
Ooh, say it.
We should get into it! That's Heather.
That's Steven.
Let's get into
Celebrity Deaths. Oh, the Grim Reaper's knocking at your door.
Please, take me now. Take me now.
Oh my
I'm ready. My body is ready.
Listen, the week that we've had with our dumbass government and Supreme Court. I saw a meme today that said I've had crunch wraps more supreme than this court.
That one's been going around for a whole while.
Yeah, so if you are listening to this and you live in another country, and I'm talking specifically to Nathan Bonk.
And also, we have some listeners in Belgium.
Yes, Belgium listeners, please, please. My friend Shirley, who lives in the UK also, who I love, and I joked with her literally the other day and said, can Jason and I come live with you? And she's like, slumber party.
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
I'm not joking, bitch. Like,
I am ready to have like a coming to Jesus with my family, being like, hi, do you agree with Project 2025?
oh my God, have you read it?
Not all of it.
Me neither. I couldn't because it was
I-
literally making me ill. And I was like, this is, how did we get here? Like, remember when everybody was so upset with like George W. Bush and like the war, and everyone was like, he's terrible.
You know what? No,
Please.
I'm gonna one up you on that. You remember how Republicans went apeshit because Barack Obama wore a
A
tan
tan
suit?
suit. Or Clinton getting his dick sucked. And like, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Was
getting
it
your-
morally wrong? Yeah. But if he's still going to be like Donald Trump.
Anyway, we're gonna segue before we get
Yeah, I'm
real
going to get mad. I'm
angry.
going to get mad. But
So,
anyway, how was your week, Steven?
oh god, oh,
Yes.
I talked to my doctor, and he put me back on Adderall until Vyvanse becomes available again. So I felt like a person for the first time today.
Hey.
In almost a month.
Pew, 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 pew. I was hanging out with Angie in Titusville yesterday, and she was saying that one of her medications for, I can't remember what it is, also out for a month, not related to mental health. It was something else.
Oh.
And she was like, yeah, I haven't had it for a month. I'm like, this is,
Because I think
Wild.
Zoloft is on the
oh, Lord.
on the edge, and that's my other one. But I got Mary Phil. I got the I got my notification today. It scared me, but I was like, ugh,
All you see is Zoloft, and you're like, it better be in.
it better be.
in.
But, well, how was your week?
It was good. Last week I was off all week, and
Did you finish your room?
No, of course not. No, but I did throw out almost everything that was in my closet.
Pan
so
to the
now-
camera. Are we surprised?
No, but like my big thing was I was like, if I do anything else, I'm cleaning out this damn closet because it was just like 5 feet high of just like boxes and junk, just literally just where I couldn't walk in.
Can't relate to that.
I know, but it's this big, it's a walk-in closet and it's just filled with shit. So I literally just threw everything out, like 3 like government trash bins, the ones that the city gave us. 3 of those completely filled. So I did that. I painted a quarter of my room to get a feel for the new color, which is like a darker blue. Haven't put together any of the furniture I bought. Like,
Ma'am.
I know, but I was also, it was like mental health time. So like there was one day where like I spent most of it in bed just watching TV, and I was like, this is a vibe. I like this.
I mean, I can't fault you for that.
Right?
It is your
Especially
time
when-
off.
Right?
You did earn
Especially
it.
when you have like an edible and you're just like sitting in bed and you're just watching TV. It's all cozy and then mama. And then Saturday had some girl time because Maddie, my best friend, is moving to, or she already moved to North Carolina. I'm sad. So we had like a little pool party. And then Sunday we had a little mini high school reunion, which was hilarious.
Oh, the pictures.
So many pictures. I saw a classmate I haven't seen in probably, God, since we graduated. Like she flew in to hang out with, she's a neuroscientist, so she makes a shit ton of money. Hi,
Must
Kim.
be nice.
So she came in. It was really good to see her. So it was fun. And Amanda and I were really not, we were like, oh God, here we go. It's going to be like just living in nostalgia. And, but it was way better. Like I felt bad. I was like, I shouldn't have been so negative about it. Lots of laughs and just like, it was just really good times. So that was my week.
That's
Hi,
amazing.
bud. Oh, cute.
That's
Q, we're going to do
good.
an episode with you one day.
He's already been on it a couple times.
But I want him to talk. Nobody
Oh.
talks, but.
Well,
Hi.
that would be kind of fun. We'll put him in his own little window.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I wrote on my Instagram, but I said hi to Mama, my cat, the other day. She was just like hanging out and I was like, hi, Mama. And she looked at me and went, meow. And I almost cried. I was like, she talks. That's my I want her to talk. She's not really a talker. She's like a triller. So she'll just be like going around the house. She goes like, And she'll just kind of do her own thing, but she meowed, and I was like,
Tipsy's forever talking to me.
really? Oh my gosh.
She loves to talk to me. She will be asleep. She should probably have said this at some point, but she'll be asleep and then she'll wake up and she'll go, meow. And then I'll go, meow. And then she goes, meow. And then we go back and forth. And then I'm like, fine, come here. I'll scratch your butt. And she'll go, meow. And then she'll get up and she'll come over to me and actually lay by me for like a minute or two while I scratch her butt. She purrs and then she moves on with life. Copy, paste, repeat several times a day.
Yeah, mama does purr a lot, like especially when she jumps onto something soft. She instantly says,
Cats love texture.
yeah. All of our blankets are gone. Like they're all hers now. Like we had all these like random blankets, and she's like, I'm taking each one.
And your shoes and jeans. You put out a pair of jeans. Cats love to sit on your jeans.
Yes.
Tipsy loves to make biscuits on my laptop case.
I can't.
I'm like, ma'am, you better not ruin that. Make biscuits, but don't ruin it.
That's it. Yes.
Do not ruin it.
All right. So celebrity deaths.
Celebrity. Okay, so full transparency world.
Yes.
I am terrible at pop culture. I don't really know a lot of celebrities outside of, the guy who did that thing with the thing.
Yes.
So this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
So first of all, are you affected by celebrity deaths? That noise.
I know, right? It depends. Like there are some that literally will send me into a spiral of sadness. And the top two I can think of that always send me into a spiral of sadness are Steve Irwin and Selena. Like I will legit get deep in my feels, especially when I see like their legacies and especially like Steve Irwin's kids. And I'm just like, God damn it. And especially because they both had deaths that potentially were preventable. So like if Selena had brought,
one extra person to this meeting in the hotel.
Person or not have gone and been like, Yolanda, you need like it could have maybe turned out different if Steve Irwin had not done the show. Like it's just all these like what ifs where others they're ill and whatnot, but those two, and then we can dive into it a little bit later. There was like a wrestling death that happened in 99 that like shook everybody to the core because it was very unexpected and very terrible. So we'll have to dive into that. But with that being said, can you think of is there a celebrity death that like intrigues you or like anything shrouded in like mystery or like
mystery? Yes.
Okay.
But am I affected? No.
Mm-hmm. You've never been sad when like a Robin Williams passes away or like
I didn't know him.
You've heard of Robin Williams, right?
I know who he is,
yes.
But we didn't know each other. I'm not going to be affected by somebody. That's too much energy and too much emotion to feel for somebody who doesn't even know you exist.
That is very true. That is true. But I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know what you would. I would almost have like a coworker that you worked with like one time passing, and you're like, oh man, that's really sad.
See, coworkers, yeah, I've lost coworkers.
Yeah. But there's none that have like really made you like, you're like, damn, they passed away. Damn it.
Not a one that I can think of. Not a one. Sorry, guys. You didn't impact my life that much.
I'm the only one. And I should have put something on Facebook. I should have asked our friends on Facebook. Maybe I'll do that now and see if we can get by the time we finish recording and talking about stuff. So let's see.
No.
You guys get to see this up close, right? Here we
goodness.
go. We're doing this live. So Facebook. So friends.
So while you're typing that.
Yes.
So you said mystery.
Yes.
Mystery, yes. I am intrigued by certain things, like Naya Rivera, I think is her name.
Oh, yes.
She was found on a boat or not in a boat with her child in the boat. Now, I want to know what happened there. Did it affect me? No. Am I dead on the inside? Yes.
Let's see. Which celebrity death impacted you the most? I already know what people are going to say.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's another, well, not really a mystery.
I mean, he
but
was
like,
doped up on drugs.
On his meat, he called it milk. Literally.
Milk.
Because propofol is cloudy. And that is so wild to me to think about being so, like, he was just going through it. Like, when he got his scalp burned, like, that was, like, pretty much the beginning. Like, he just was never the
He's
same.
had a traumatic life, let's be honest.
Oh, my God. Horrible life. But can you imagine taking propofol, which if you've ever had surgery, whether it's like, or like procedures like colonoscopy, whatever, the shit that they give you to put you to sleep is what he was using to just take a nap.
You know what, though? That was the best sleep of my life.
It he was.
I
But then
woke
you
up
get
after
addicted to it.
15 minutes and I was like, can I have some more, please?
Oh, that's true because it's quick, but it feels like you sleep like all day.
Yeah, I felt like I slept all day. But I think if I'm not, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an anesthesiologist, but I know from watching like Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
that they can give you something to wake you up and get you out of the psychosis type of the sleepiness. So who knows if I were to get that.
And I learned from our friend Ed. Ed
Yeah.
regular. So I saw him when he came to see Golden Gals, and my mom was there, and we were talking about stuff. And I was like, "Mom, he's an anesthesiologist," and we were talking about things, and he was like, "I know you love edibles. Make sure if you get any sort of procedure to ask for more anesthesia because apparently marijuana, like if you're a regular user, it can delay." The anesthesia.
Oh, fuck.
I know, right? I was like, oh, oops. But oh my God, there was something else. Oh, when I got my colonoscopy, and I know I've told you this story before, but some of you dear listeners have not heard this. So I was super nervous because I have this phobia that I'm going to wake up during procedures.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm laying there and they're like prepping me and I'm just in the bed chilling. So the anesthesiologist comes in. He was like, "Hey, I'm Mike. I'm going to be in there with you and we're going to be administering propofol." And as I was about to say it, he knew what I was going to say. And he was like, "I know Michael Jackson juice." And I was like, "How did you know?" And he's like, "Listen, everybody since that happened, it's been however many years and people, 15 years, I think, how all these people still like associate propofol, Michael Jackson." And so as we're talking and this is like an old white man and he and I are just like, he was so cool. So as we're talking and he's like checking vitals and stuff, all of a sudden you hear dun, 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 and fucking Billie Jean is playing in the procedure room and we both fell out laughing. I was like, what are the odds? Like, okay, I know from the universe.
You know he played AirPlay on his phone to fuck with you.
He was like, watch this. But yeah, Michael Jackson, like and you can see photos, like it's pretty morbid, but like there's a photo of when he died, like of him just like on the gurney. Like, I don't know who the fuck took this photo and how it got leaked, but it's literally just like him on the table. And
I
there
imagine
he is,
it would
like,
look similar to that in the scene of E.T. in the plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty spot on. And it's very sad. But yeah, his was one where I was working in an office at the time and my dad called me and he was like, "Hey, are you watching the news?" And I was like, "No, I'm working." And I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Michael Jackson's in the hospital and it doesn't look good." And I was like, "Dad, listen." I was like, "They say this shit all the time. Like, how often do we see death hoaxes, whatever?" I was like, "It ain't real." And he's like, "CNN is saying it." So I remember at the time, this was like obviously 2009. So like videos on phones weren't really like a big thing. Like you couldn't go to your phone. So my coworker and I like turned on the radio and you hear it. And then my dad calls me like 5 minutes later and he's like, "He died." And I was like, "Dad, no, he didn't." And he was like, "Yeah, like TMZ is saying it."
Oh, TMZ.
Right. But now TMZ is like the leading authority for celebrity deaths. Like they have the tea. And that was the first time that TMZ was really taken seriously as a news outlet because they broke it before the Associated Press, before CNN, before any of the big networks. Like TMZ was the one that broke that he died. But it was just he was like in the middle of a tour. One of my girlfriends from high school was one of his dancers and she like cleared her whole calendar for like a year to dance with Michael Jackson. And then he died and she was like, "Whoop."
Anybody hiring?
And that's when she was like, "I need to audition for new stuff." But do you remember where you were when you found out Michael Jackson died?
I want to say I was at Savoy.
Savoy?
No. Was it? I just remember sitting with my buddy Arvin at the bar going, "To Michael Jackson, and he's finally okay." And we made just all kinds of terrible pun jokes on songs the whole time.
Poor Michael Jackson. He beat it finally.
But don't.
Was it
and
a
it was
thriller?
a thriller.
God.
No,
Oh, God.
My God.
So I would say like celebrity death wise, like Selena, I was in 6th grade when that happened and I had a Mexican best friend and I remember her crying at her locker and she was like, "Selena died." I was like, who the fuck is Selena?
Little did you know you were going to worship her later.
Oh, literally. And so it was because of this girl, Veronica. I would love to know where she is now. But I got into Selena in 6th grade because of her. So like I wasn't a bandwagon Selena fan where I'm like, I love Dreaming of You and I could fall in love. I mean, like Veronica introduced me to El Chico del Apartamento 512, No Me Queda Más, Si Una Vez, all of the like deep cuts, good stuff. But it's just, Selena's so sad. Like, you've seen the movie, right?
I have seen the movie, and I'm wondering now, looking back at it, if at the time where I first watched it, if I thought Selena was real or not, because
Oh yeah.
it's not like My Family in Mississippi is going to be up on the culture of
Lord.
yeah.
And it was a quick turnaround, her biopic. Like she died in 94, no, 93, 94. She died one of those years. And then the movie came out, I want to say in like 96 or 97. Like it was typically, it's like
They were
years.
like, J-Lo, get over here now. Go.
Right. Yeah, so like Selena, what was the other? Hold on, I've got notes, friends. I got notes. Let's see. We talked about Selena. Aaliyah was another one. I remember
Oh,
the plane
right.
crash. Yeah, that was sad. Can
Yep.
you name one song by Aaliyah?
Dust it off and try again. Dust it off and try again. Try again.
That was like us
Oh,
at,
she don't see.
that was like us at Sideward Brewing. Jason, name a song by Janet Jackson. My very, very straight husband, we asked him to name a song by Janet Jackson, and we stumped
He
him.
went blank. He turned off. He rebooted.
He was
nervous sweated, like-
But that's what I love about him. I love that like endearing piece that like he is not as like, I'm a pop culture fiend. I love pop culture and I love Janet. So not even once.
Bum, ba-na-na-na-na, bum, ba-na-na-na-na, bum, ba-na-na. I could probably still do the choreo. Ga, ga, ga,
There's
ga,
a
bum.
the girl, the one who always does the funny videos, CSA Punch. She always does like the old, she's like the white girl, and she's always you know her face if you saw her. But she literally put out a video today, and it was like me in 1993 in elementary school, and she's doing the choreography in her.
Oh my God. I've done Janet choreo with drag queens countless times.
Oh my god. Okay, so
So other people who are dead, not Janet. Janet's alive.
yes, Janet is alive and well.
That we know of.
Are you familiar? So one of the most, oh my God, my stomach. One of the most fascinating celebrity like death events that happened to me that's fascinating. Are you familiar with the day the music died?
Ooh, hold on. The day the music died. There's
Yes.
a movie that's around that, right?
Kind of, yes.
Is it?
One of my favorite movies.
Is it? The oh my God, the people who will wear all the matching suits, and they're in a band.
Not the Beatles.
Not the Beatles. No, they didn't wear matching.
Not the
suits.
Wonders.
I'm thinking about the. Is that what I'm thinking of?
That thing you do?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Steve.
Okay, hold on. Let me try again. Hold on.
The Wonders died in a plane crash.
Oh, that's an
I gave it away.
No. Yeah, the plane crash. Because I remember watching this as a kid.
Yeah.
It was. Don't tell.
It's one of my
me.
favorite movies.
Oh my God. I can't think of it. I know what it is. I know
You're
because
almost
they're
there.
Hispanic people.
Yes.
And oh my God, I used to watch this movie all the time as a kid, and now it's blank because now
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
So the day the music died was when Richie Valens, who was the oldest looking 17-year-old, like,
Honestly.
oh my God, he looked
lived
like
117 years of life. Like,
So it was Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, and Buddy Holly all perished in this plane crash. And what's fucked is that they had just performed at this ballroom in Iowa, and it was freezing cold. So they were given a choice. Do you want to take the bus that has no heat and it's cold as fuck? Or do you want to take this rinky-dink plane that'll get us there faster? So me, Heather Aboud, I would have chosen the bus because,
well, when you say rinky-dink plane,
yeah, it was like this little like
like a little puddle hopper.
yeah, correct. I would have just been like, well, it is what it is. I'm gonna get hypothermia on this bus.
Every time I see a little plane like that, I'm nervous that if I look at it, it's going to crash and explode. Because I'm like, what? That thing right there weighs about 12 pounds.
It does, and I weigh
More than 12
A lot
pounds.
more than 12
Like 12 and a half pounds.
yeah.
But I just like, it doesn't make sense mechanically, like how that thing is off the ground.
I know.
Because I get on a big airplane, I get
Yeah.
it. You know, the engine's giant.
Yeah.
This little thing has like a little propeller, and all of a sudden you're in the air.
That's airplanes as a whole. And what never ever makes sense to me is if I bring my bag to the airport and there's a 50-pound weight restriction. So if I bring my bag, it's 70 pounds. They're like, oh, well, if you pay an extra $100, you can take it on the plane. Okay. But isn't the purpose to like even out the weight so the plane doesn't...
So the part that you missed, and
Yes.
you can go back on YouTube and TikTok and all of this, where people get kicked off of planes.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, it's been overbooked. You have to come with us. Take you and your kids. That extra 20 pounds got somebody's toddler thrown off that plane. I mean, that's the only way I can think of it.
Well, I'm going to pack a 100-pound bag the next time I travel so there's no kids on my plane.
That might...
Although I would
Not
rather
be a good thing
have
either.
a baby than someone who talks to me the whole time.
Okay, so once upon a time, I know this
Yeah.
is not the plane.
It's okay, we're
podcast.
diverting.
I think we should change the name to like just side,
Celebrity death's another
like
shit.
and other shit. But I
Another
feel like
shit.
we're always just distracted. But
Yes.
I was on a flight one time going,
And we got some good comments, by the way.
Already,
Yeah,
great.
already, yes.
To New Orleans because it was the easiest place to fly in to see my parents,
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And I sit down, and the only baby comes and sits next to me, and I'm like,
Of course.
I'm a very patient human being. I'm not bothered by anything.
Yeah.
This kid was a goddamn angel.
Oh,
Like, I have
bless.
pictures of her and me playing together. Like, she was just the sweetest little 1-year-old. She did not make one peep at all. The mom was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I can hold her. It's fine. You've got to go to the bathroom. Go ahead. I'll take care of the kid. Like, whatever.
Oh my God. I was on a flight one time going to New York and it was Southwest and it was open seating. So like whenever I do Southwest, I always pay for the early bird so I can get in the A group. And then I always go like maybe 4 rows up from where the bathrooms are because nobody thinks to go to the back of the plane. They want to go to the front.
I always go to the back plane, too.
Yeah, because it's quieter. Everyone wants to be up front because apparently everyone's on the fucking Amazing Race and has to get off the plane immediately. And I'm like, I don't care. I'll go in the back. So the plane wasn't even all the way full. And this lady comes with a baby. This whole fucking plane is empty. And she comes and sits right next to me. And I was like, what? Like, what did I do to deserve this? So she comes with the baby and the baby's like, so the baby was actually really cute. And at one point the baby's just staring at me. So I did the whole peekaboo. Baby's cackling. We're doing it all through takeoff, blah, blah. So I'm like, I can't fucking play peekaboo with a baby for this flight.
Why not?
So I stopped. The baby fucking howled. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Baby.
So this whole flight to New York, and I'm trying to like sip my drink. I was just like,
You did that to yourself.
I know. Do you have a button of a nipple up there?
It is not a nipple. I
is
think
that?
it's a button that says, oh, wait, no, that is a nipple. That one is a nipple. The one over there that kind of looks like a nipple is not a nipple. I think it's from one of those mystery vending machine packs that you get in the mall.
I met a girl so I went to a wrestling show with Jason on Friday. We were selling stuff. And there was this girl, like I noticed there were these, like, it was a group of 4 people and they looked super cool. And, you know, I was like, why are they here? And so one of the girls came up to Jason's booth and she was like looking at stuff, whatever. And she and I were talking and vibing, talking tattoos, whatever. So she leaves and then she comes back and she was like, I like your energy. You're really fucking cool. Do you want one of my buttons that I make? I was like, okay. So she pulls out this handful of little buttons and they're all assholes.
So what were their names? No, I'm just
I know. Well, right? Tattoo Liz is her name. Hey, Tattoo Liz. But she gave me a button and it's very graphic. And I almost brought it with me because I wanted to show it to you, but I had to go to work and I was like, I'm not putting this in my bag because that'll be the one time I get searched at work.
Oh,
And they're
my
gonna be
God.
like, what is this pin?
It's a chocolate starfish.
Oh yeah, it's a special button, but hit up Tattoo Liz if you need butthole buttons. She was
I mean,
so
who
cool.
doesn't need
Who doesn't
one?
need a butthole
Maybe I'll
button?
do that.
Right.
Maybe I'll just put buttholes on t-shirts now. Come on, marketing.
Okay, so let's see what people said for. God, we got so.
Now they decide to reply?
Right. Okay. So 14 minutes ago, I posted this and we have a lot. Okay. So I posted a status that said, friends, Steven and I want to know which celebrity death impacted you the most. Our friend Trixie said Helen Keller.
She didn't see it coming.
I did not say that joke. That was Stephen Marie Johnson.
Okay. I am a terrible person, and I say it all the time. It's like if you're ever like in the dark looking for something and you're just trying to feel around, I call it Helen Kellering because I mean, like, I will find it eventually if I touch it enough.
Oh, God.
It's not offensive.
Our friend Adam said Jesus, but it was sarcastic. Jesus. Which
Nailed
celebrity
it.
You're on it today. Oh, this one's sweet. My friend Erin, who I love, she was really affected by this. She loved Prince, and she said Prince for sure. I still cry every time I see his face. Oh, Prince.
Aww.
Prince. I'll never forget. I was at work lunch, and someone's like, Prince died. And someone's like, Prince Harry?
Prince who?
Yeah. My friend Megan said Robin Williams and Steve Irwin.
Okay.
Yes. Someone else, Miss Jackie, said Prince and George Michael. George Michael died on Christmas. I will never forget because like we were listening to Christmas music and last Christmas
Wham!
came
Hit
on,
you.
and then wham. Steven, 3 for 3. Okay. I didn't even think about this. Kobe Bryant.
So, okay.
Kobe Bryant.
I knew about Kobe because I believe my kids were dancing in a show at my place. Oh, God, was it? It wasn't Alice in Wonderland, I don't think. Could have been Greatest Showman. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember Sarah's husband, Sarah, the other owner of Imagine Performing Arts Center, proudly sponsoring this podcast. He came over to me as I was running the tech booth, and he's like, dude, Kobe Bryant's helicopter just went down. And I was like,
Okay.
You're watching the news during my show?
Like,
Aren't you supposed to be watching this? It's very sad.
Yes.
And I think he had his kids. Well, like
One of his daughters.
Yeah,
One of his
I feel like
daughters.
that's sad.
Is so sad. And I remember that's the one thing I do miss about my dad being gone is that we were like each other's news buddies. And I remember feeling so
I would stop answering the phone.
But I remember like this sounds so morbid, but I was so proud that I found out about Kobe before he did. So I remember hearing it and I called and I was like, Dad, Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter crash. And he was like, no, he didn't. I was like, it's on TMZ. Yeah. But yeah. And, like with that case, because like, again, like celebrity deaths are, not that it's fascinating to me, but like I've been to Hollywood Forever in LA and I walked around and like a lot of celebrities are buried at Hollywood Forever. And I spent the day there and it was actually like a top tier day, which a lot of people don't understand because they're like graveyards. But it was,
I mean, if they're cool looking.
It was beautiful. It was so peaceful. Just like the vibes were just super calm. And like I saw like where Judy Garland's crypt was and like Estelle Getty from Golden Girls and like all these people. And I remember telling Jason, I was like, I went to Hollywood Forever by myself and walked around. And he was like, what? Like, what's wrong with you?
Last time I was in Mississippi with my little brother, we were at the Mockingbird Cafe in Bay St. Louis, which is a great little like breakfasty type place.
Yeah.
So good. But like next door is like this antique type mall, and on the other side of that is a historic graveyard. And so we walked over there because it was right there.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, let's see if we can find the oldest person here. And so we spent a long time looking around, and it was interesting, like being like, wow, 1804. And
Yeah,
shit like that.
right. I want to go back to the one that's right down the road here. Green. What is it called?
Oh, the one that's by 408.
Yes. So, God, this is probably like 15 years ago. My ex and I did a candlelight tour there. And they don't do them anymore, but you used to go, like, it was one Friday a month. And I'll never forget, we went to Hula Hands when it was at...
Oh, my God, Hula Hands.
When it was at Colonial Plaza. And we got so fucked up with Hula Hands. We were drinking, like, pitchers of margaritas. And we went to this tour, and we were like, we're fucked up. But it was really, really interesting because a lot of, like, famous Orlando people are buried there.
Like who? What's one famous Orlando person?
Well, like July Perry is buried there. He was
Who
the guy.
the fuck is that?
He was the guy in Ocoee who where my dad wrote the play about.
Oh, the massacre?
Yeah, he's buried there. I forgot who else. There's somebody else that's like semi-famous that's buried there. But now this is really sad. They have like a whole Pulse garden there because a lot of people. I think Green. I can't remember what's Green something.
Green Meadow?
No, Greenbird. Green. Green something cemetery. But they basically offered the city, they're like, we will not charge you if you're a like if you're a family. So like that's where a lot of them are buried there. And there's a section there called Babyland.
I'm guessing there's like no slide in a carousel or anything.
Nope, there sure is not. It's babies. It's called Babyland.
I'm so confused by that
Babyland.
because I don't know if this is like a thing where you're from or your heritage or whatnot, but then there's like always like family plots.
Yeah.
So families stay together, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They just left those babies
I guess.
to be with other babies.
I guess.
Parents of the
Babyland?
year. Like what?
We gotta go. We'll go check out Babyland one day. We'll.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt.
God, I can't. Okay. Why are we laughing? So my friend Ronnie, who I fucking love, I would love to have Ronnie on this podcast. He's so funny. Kobe messed me up bad, and then he talked about Michael Jackson. My friend Dustin said Sherry Lewis. Do you know Sherry Lewis?
Lamb Chop
Yeah,
lady.
Lamb Chop. Bounce your bottom in your chair. Bounce it here. Bounce it there.
Oh, I don't know. Lamb chops. Play
That
along
was
with
it.
Kids who come to
Play along and fun things are all we ever do. Hey, that's
This
person.
is the song that
Charlie Horse.
in.
Charlie Horse
Oh,
was
yeah.
so scary. Okay. Sherry Lewis. Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Somebody else said Robin Williams. Husband of the pod, Jason, said Steve Irwin, which again, true.
It's part of your vows.
Right. My friend Dennis, who's a musician, said Eddie Van Halen. Do you know who Eddie Van Halen is?
He was in the band Van Halen.
Yes. What instrument did he play?
The spoons or the bass guitar, lead guitar,
He was
drums.
lead guitar.
Okay.
He did the guitar solo on Beat It.
Oh.
Our girl Carissa said Chadwick Boseman. That's sad.
Okay.
That's sad.
That
That one got everybody because nobody knew he was sick.
see, that's the thing that gets to me. And it didn't touch me in like, oh no, oh God, he's gone. But when you find out the backstory that he was suffering in
sick.
silence
Ugh.
and he was still doing things for other people and other charities and
know.
other kids with cancer and just acting like nothing is wrong.
And Black Panther 2 was a hard watch for me because it was just so sad. I was like, I don't even like. I watched it, but it wasn't like the original Black Panther. But it was just so sad. I was like, this is horrible. Not bad. It was a
no,
great movie.
the movie
it was
is
just sad.
You know what I love about the movie, both of them?
Yeah, Angela Bassett.
I mean, that's a given.
yeah.
A given. But two things.
Yes,
Number one, whoever designed all the fashions, the costumes,
I think they won Academy Awards for it. Yeah,
you should have.
yeah.
Number two is all of them strong ass females. We talked about it last week. I love a strong, powerful
Dora
woman.
Milaje.
Like, I'm sorry, you don't need the Black Panther. Like, the
No.
Black Panther wasn't the strongest person there. It
No.
was these ladies, the bald-headed ladies with this beard. I don't fuck with them.
See, as much as I would love to be a part, I think they're called the Dora Milaje. I would love to be a part of that, but I have a lumpy head. Like, I can feel it. And so I would be like the lumpy reject head with like, they all have their swords and I'd have like,
They'd give you a hat. Or actually, Heather, we're going to put you up front and your lumpy head is going to be a distraction. What is that?
oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, so my friend Jason said Rue McClanahan and Betty White.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Golden Girls.
Betty White, I feel like everybody kind of knew was kind of coming because she was 99.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing upsetting about that to me was that she didn't make her 100th birthday by like 12 days or some shit.
No. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, this is a wrestling one. Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt was, buddy. So Bray Wyatt was a wrestler in WWE and he had a big following because he was kind of like the supernatural. He's kind of like the Undertaker. Like, you remember the Undertaker?
Mm-hmm.
So really cool guy, incredible wrestler, really cool soul. And he had been on he left WWE. Then he came back and he got COVID and it fucked with his heart. And he literally he went to the hospital and was supposed to wear this like machine or something and wasn't wearing it and literally just died in his sleep.
Well,
And
dude, they gave you the
I
thing.
know. And his fiance at the time,
He had an opinion about
he
that.
sure did. He's a
I hope
wrestling
the
fan.
mic picked that up.
And his fiance at the time, which they were supposed to get married in St. Augustine, so sad. She was the one that found him. And when Jason and I went to that wrestling convention in St. Augustine, she was there.
Oh.
And we had like a whole moment. I was like, girl, I'm in grief counseling too. And like, you are incredible. And we had like a whole hug. It was a whole thing. But yeah, that was a big one for wrestling fans. My friend Phil said Aaliyah.
which we already talked about.
Yes, and Dana Plato. Do you know who Dana Plato is?
Dana Plato. She
did not make Plato's Closet, Steven.
Plato or Play-Doh?
Plato.
Okay, so she's not the
Plato.
heiress of Play-Doh.
No, she's not.
She didn't make Plato's Closet. Was she related to Plato the
Philosopher?
philosopher?
No, she was on different strokes.
Did she have a stroke?
That's 5 for 5.
But like honestly, that would be really fucked up if
I think
she did.
I think it was a drug overdose, I think. But she was on Different Strokes. She was the sister. Have you ever seen Different Strokes?
Yeah.
She was the blonde sister on there.
I'd have to. I mean, I haven't seen it in ages.
Yes.
I'd have to go back and
Same.
look.
Georgia said not British Bulldog Georgia. This is another Georgia, said Aaliyah, absolutely. Ginger Beer, we love, said Chester from Lincoln Park.
You need to watch how you answer these because of like Ginger Beer died. No, you need to say Ginger Beard says, not Ginger Beer.
No, Ginger Beer said Chester from Lincoln Park. I remember when he died, but like I was never a Lincoln Park.
I was a huge Lincoln Park fan.
In my skin,
These wounds they will
not heal.
Oh, I've been to so many concerts when I was younger. I loved
Oh my
it.
God.
He was actually a sexy motherfucker.
He was
such
cute.
a crush on
He was
that man.
cute. We have another Robin Williams. Somebody said Jeff Buckley. He sang Hallelujah, Hallelujah. I'm sorry, that
Does
song
he
is
count
so
as a
overplayed.
celebrity? I don't even know. I've never heard that name before.
Yeah, I got nothing. And then someone else said Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
That was a hard day for America.
It was. Oh, America's, yeah. My friend Mickey said Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Was that a car accident?
Yeah,
I remember that.
in Honduras.
I remember the car accident.
Yes. Okay, we've got more. Like people are
God.
commenting on this. Okay. Damn. I did not expect for. Oh my God.
It
There's
just keeps
so
going?
many. Yes. Okay. Someone else said Steve Irwin, Ruth Bader Ginsburg again, Luke Perry. That was sad.
Yes. Friends guy. Friends guy? Or is that Perry Luke?
Luke Perry's 90210.
Who's the other one? There was a Perry.
Matthew Perry died.
But okay, so
There's Matthew Perry. He was on Friends. Luke Perry was on 90210. Dylan.
what did he die of?
I think he had a stroke. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So Brittany, who I love, or I totally mispronounced her name, Brie. We've got.
She loves you, Brie.
I'm
she loves
sorry.
you.
I
to the
love
point she
you,
called
Brie.
you Brittany.
Because
I'm not
I read it
editing that out.
fast, and she always gets on people. She's like, "My name's not." I'm so sorry, girl. I love you so fucking much. You can have all my park tickets. She said Aaliyah. Oh, this is a good one. I didn't even think about Princess Diana.
See, I did think about Princess Diana. Again,
Yeah.
I didn't know her.
Yeah. I think I've told you the story before where when she died. So when she died, I remember like my mom waking us up and she's like, you guys need to watch this because like your kids are going to ask about this one. Little did she know that I'm never having kids. She was like, you guys need to watch this because it's going to be history. So we're like, Mom, we're not getting up, but we'll watch it in bed. So like, I remember I had a TV in my room and I like got the covers. It was super early in the morning on like a Saturday.
Oh my God.
And so they
Cora.
showed the processional and everything. And I'll never forget at the, like when they were taking her coffin and whatever, they played dun, 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 which is a British song of some sort. But at the time, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba was popular. And at the end,
Have a whiskey drink. Have a vodka drink.
at the end of Tub Thumping, they play that song over I Get Knocked Down.
She ain't getting up again.
They play it. So I remember like sitting up in bed and I was like, they're playing fucking Chumbawamba at Princess Diana's funeral. And I like told my mom, I was like, they're playing Chumbawamba. She's like, oh,
That's not.
Heather,
That's not.
that's not it. No.
That's not. Have you ever seen the musical, the Diana musical?
Hell no. I've heard it's so bad.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, I've heard it's bad. We should watch it.
I've seen it. I have watched it. I will say this.
Yes.
The talent is excellent.
Uh-huh.
The end. like the I don't even want to ruin it for you, but the
God.
final scene, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God. Okay. John said, this is, how did we not even talk about this? Fucking Whitney Houston. So Whitney, when she died, I will never, ever, ever forget. I was at Angie's house. So Angie was having a friend of the pod, she was having a get together. I forgot if it was someone's birthday. Anyway, we were at her house and she had a garage like offset from her house. We were all packed in the garage. Everyone was drunk. A bunch of people were there, and I'll never forget. We were dancing to "I Got a Woman" by Ray Charles. Like randomly came on, "I Got a Woman," and we're all drunk. And all of a sudden, you hear someone go, "Whitney Houston died," and we all were like, "Okay, whatever." And then everyone on their phones, we were like, "Oh fuck, Whitney Houston died." So Mandy America,
Miss
is
America.
the biggest Whitney Houston fan I know. So I like go outside and I go to call her. She's like, "You need to come over to my house." I was like, "Got you, girl." So I drove from Angie's to Mandy's house, and we literally stayed up until like 6 o'clock in the morning just singing Whitney Houston songs drunk on the
remember you
couch.
telling
We were
me
like, "I want to run to you."
I've got nothing.
Oh God,
my
Whitney.
God. You know, I just got reminded of
Yeah.
something. Is that Casey, friend of the pod?
Yes.
When she was working a lot at the place, you know.
Yeah.
It was almost like almost expected that every time she was there, a celebrity would die.
Oh God.
And it went on for like shift after shift after shift after shift.
Yeah.
And I remember, no, no, sure can't.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
So
who's
Whitney,
next?
Robin Williams, Prince, Michael Jackson, Steve Irwin, Kobe, Phil Hartman. My friend said Phil Hartman being
Phil-
murdered by his wife.
Phil Hartman.
Yeah. He was on
Phil
Saturday Night Live and he did a bunch of voices on The Simpsons. And he was killed by his wife. Like his wife killed him and then she committed suicide.
Oh,
Remember that?
no.
I sure do. That was like the first.
What characters was he?
He was. Hold on, stand by. Let's ask Miss Google. Who did Phil Hartman play on The Simpsons?
What do we name her? Chelsea?
He was Troy McClure
Troy McClure.
and Lionel Hutz, who was the
Oh, yeah.
monorail guy, I think.
He was the guy who does all the small businesses.
Yeah. Okay. We have Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, Robin Williams, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. Oh, gosh, Wes. He brought up a good one. Leslie Jordan. Oh.
Leslie Jordan. Yeah, that's sad.
Do you know who that is?
I met him.
Okay, yeah, that's the picture.
my
you
God,
posted. It was
are you
part of the
kidding
house.
me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He didn't come up to my nipples.
Farrah Fawcett from Chip. Farrah Fawcett died the same day Michael Jackson did because I remember it was like all over the news, and then Michael Jackson drank too much
Stole
milk.
the thunder.
Yes.
I know fair for her haircut.
Oh, this is a good one.
By good one, you mean they're glad they're gone, or good one
No,
to...
like I'm sad. I remember where I was when I found this one out. Heath Ledger.
Oh, yeah.
I was at Cigars when Heath Ledger passed away. I was sitting outside and I called out of work and was day drinking with my roommate, and someone was
Oh,
like, Heath
my
Ledger
God.
died.
I'll
He
add
was
in
so
Brittany Murphy on top of that.
Oh God, yeah. Heath Ledger, like I have never had an attraction to blonde men. Like blonde men just have never done it for me. But he was so beautiful. Oh God, he was so
In
beautiful.
that 10 Things I Hate About You. Isn't he
The
part
Patriot?
of the curse
the
of
27
33?
Club.
27 Club,
27
yes.
Club. Yeah, I think so.
33.
30. That's Disney Club 33. We have another
That's the jail. 33.
30.
33rd.
33rd. We've got Whitney Houston again, Robin Williams. Okay. Jim Henson, which I get because he did he contributed to the art of puppetry.
He not only did that, he brought a special, unique thing to the
He did.
world,
And I can't
that is
deny
still
that.
relevant to this day.
I can't deny that. And okay, we're gonna get
We
a
know
little.
you don't like marionettes, but these were puppets.
Okay, we're gonna get a little controversial here. I love Sesame Street so much. Sesame Street, I should have brought this up on Guilty Pleasures. Sesame Street music is so good. I love the songs from Sesame Street.
A is for apple.
I got a new way to walk. Do you remember that? Or I don't want to live on the moon, or sing a song.
I think I repressed all those things.
I love Sesame Street. I love Muppet Babies. I cannot fucking stand the Muppets. I can't.
I
it is
love them.
I can't stand the Muppets.
Everybody's like, okay, if you had to make a Muppet movie where there's only one
No,
live
I hate
actor, what movie would it be?
Showgirls?
Rocky Horror. In the velvet darkness.
No.
In the
I
darkness, Kermit
I
the
don't
Frog
like
here.
corniness. And in fact, this is a completely random side note, I was watching this video, scrolling Facebook, and they showed a video of Nancy Kerrigan at Disney when she came and was in the parade. And she was so upset. She was like, this is the corniest thing I've ever done. And like the person playing Mickey was like trying to talk to her. She was like, ugh. And I was like, I feel that would be me. I don't like corny shit. And the Muppets to me are like the absolute corny. They're so corny. It's corny.
Kermit has led a group of people to be professional performers, even though nobody believed in them, and gave a chance for these artists to thrive and Camilla the Chicken to shine.
We are adults. Adults.
Since when?
Actually, I don't even know why I'm saying this to you because all you watch is animated movies.
Not everything. There's a lot, but that's not everything. I actually met Heather Henson at the Fringe Festival several years ago. She was doing like a puppet workshop.
She's got a great name. Okay, so Robin Williams, Whitney, Tina Turner. Why did you do Snicker?
Because I didn't know she was dead. I didn't. Again, I'm sorry.
Steven.
You're the pop culture, not me.
It was everywhere. Tina Turner
When?
died last year.
Oh, so it's still new.
Yes. You didn't know Tina.
I did not know. I'm sorry.
I'm your private dancer. Matthew Perry. We talked about
That one, Friends guy. Yeah.
Yes. Bob Saget.
Didn't he die here in
He
Orlando?
He sure did die in Orlando at the Four Seasons. Or the Ritz-Carlton. The Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, he was supposed to do a show or something.
Yeah. Or he did the show and then he died and like it was some sort of like head trauma or something. Like it was something with head trauma. But
the mystery still remains.
Yeah, it's a very deep mystery. Yeah. Bob Saget, Michael Jackson. My friend Brandon, which is very true. He said the last time I answered this, I accurately predicted the deaths of everyone I listed and in the correct order. Society would prefer that I abstain, which is true. Brandon's got a weird connection.
Him and Casey should never meet.
Yes, I know. And it's very true. We got another Steve Irwin, Joan Rivers.
I mean, she was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked her.
And she, you know, she died, right? It was a botched plastic surgery.
I did know that.
Yeah. That's why I like, as much as if I had money, I would love to get plastic surgery done. I'm always scared because of Joan Rivers and Kanye West's mom. They both died, which is 2 out of 65 billion. Someone said Brittany Murphy.
I called that one.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Sharon Tate, who
she's
murdered by Charles Manson.
Oh, never mind.
Yes. Kaya Adonis, who I love. I don't know if she's high, but she said, I can't remember any of those episodes. That's literally what
She's having a stroke.
We got another Robin Williams. Oh, we got more, baby.
Oh my God.
Last
Last time we asked people for things, we got 2 responses.
We got Michael Jackson, Prince, Tina, Leslie Jordan, Prince, Chadwick Boseman, Brittany Murphy, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, and David Bowie.
I know who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I like to live in the present and with people around me.
Damn, we got a lot of good ones. Like, that was legit.
Now let's name people who died who we hate. No, I'm not going to go down that road. I don't need
Rush
any.
Limbaugh. But like, I have to catch myself sometimes because I will get so sad thinking, like, I'll listen to Selena and I get really sad, or I'll watch Steve Irwin's Kids and get sad. And I'm like, why are they gone? Yet Mitch McConnell is still looking like a turtle. Like,
He's sold his soul a long time ago.
I have to just kind of come. I would like to think that karma will take care of these people, but it's just like,
I mean,
why
his
Steve
hand is
Irwin?
literally rotten, like rotting. It's black last time I saw it.
I'm
like,
just so tired of old men. I'm tired of old men in office. Like, just tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Let's see if we got any other ones. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Brandy listens to this podcast. We've talked about it, but I'm giving Brandy, my coworker, a shout out because she got engaged this weekend.
Oh, congratulations,
Brandy
Brandy!
got engaged!
That's so exciting.
In like Napa Valley. See, look at those pictures.
Aw,
Okay.
good for her.
Yeah. Oh my God. I've been so
I'm dying
invested.
alone.
I've been so invested in her relationship. We love Brandy and Evan, let us podcast your wedding, please.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Yes.
She's coming down the aisle. She's in a white gown,
Yes.
sleeveless,
Okay, so let's
sweetheart top.
Sweetheart top. Let's see if we got any other ones in between. Oh, this is a good one. And we were together when this one happened. Whose death were we together for when we were drinking mimosas in St. Augustine?
Oh God, give me a hint. You know I don't ever remember St. Augustine. Right?
Dancer.
Dancer.
Twitch.
Oh, Twitch.
Twitch. That we were
Twitch.
having mimosas at that place, which has closed because Jason and I tried to go there. But I know this is gonna maybe be controversial, but it is what it is. So Twitch, he had been posting, videos dancing with his wife, whatever, and he just like up and disappeared in the middle of the night, like just left everything. I think he even like left his car. It was like a whole bunch of stuff. And then he went to a hotel room and it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His wife has always been a little, we'll have to offline about this because I ain't trying to get canceled, but it's been a little off with his wife, and I don't know if like maybe she said something to him. I don't think like she actually like pulled the trigger, but I feel like they may have had an argument or something and she said something to him and it like triggered because it doesn't sit right.
You ever
I
seen
don't
the
know.
documentary The Girl from Plainville who had a long distance boyfriend and was like, no, get in the car, kill yourself.
Yes. The text message murders with the thick eyebrows. Yes. Oh gosh. Our good friend Palm, please sponsor us. Palm.
Oh my God.
Give us sandwiches.
Just a sandwich.
Palm said Anthony Bourdain.
Who?
He was like a food person. He like traveled, like he was on one of the channels and like traveled to places and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my cousin Diamond. She said Tina Marie, who's a singer.
That
Yes.
was the Elvis's daughter.
No.
That's Lisa Marie.
Tina Marie sings. It was a song they actually just did on Drag Race. Lover Girl. I just want to be your lover girl. I love that. Oh, I love Tina Marie.
See, I don't know names, but I know songs.
We got, how many comments did we get on this all together? Let's see.
Too many.
Got 63 in 42 minutes. Damn, people don't want advice, but they want to talk about dead celebrities.
In fairness, they're only saying names. They're not really
Yes.
discussing. Like,
Right.
what's your favorite thing you miss about the person?
I know. So I'm gonna get a little dark here. Do you know who Chris Benoit is?
Yes, he is a wrestler. And
What did he
didn't-
do?
Wasn't it a pile driver that killed him or something? Like his No. Wait.
It was. They talked about it on My Favorite Murder. At one point,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure they talked about it.
I think
on
they
My
did.
Favorite Murder. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! What? Oh, I forget. Remind
So
me.
Chris Benoit was a wrestler who, Canadian guy, super talented, and like just one of the most incredible technical wrestlers of all time. Really good. So he had CTE, which is like brain injuries, like when you hit your head too much, because his finishing move was called the flying headbutt. So he'd fly off the top rope, hit with head. So he didn't show up for work, and people were like, that's fucking weird because he always shows up for work. So he texted his coworkers and was like, he said his wife and his son had food poisoning, and they're like, okay, are you coming? And he's like, maybe. So he killed his wife and his like 6 or 7 year old son, and then he killed himself on like the weight machine. And it like completely fucked up the world of wrestling because nothing like that had ever happened. Like they'd had people like Owen Hart, George's uncle. He was doing a stunt in the ring in '99 and literally fell from the ceiling.
Right.
Like he was in
Like
this
a legit
contraption,
accident.
like a legit horrible. Oh my God, I cannot imagine being there seeing that. So like he died that way, and like there were a lot of like drug overdoses with wrestlers and stuff. But this was the first one where it's like, oh,
Murder suicide.
yeah. And I remember I was working at Buffalo Wild Wings at the time, and when I would bartend, I would put on wrestling on Monday nights, like Monday Night Raw, and I was like, I don't give a fuck if Monday Night Football's on. You can watch it on that TV. I'm putting on Monday Night Raw. And they did a whole tribute to him on Monday because as of that Monday, they didn't know. They were just like, they found them all dead in the house.
Right.
And they
I
were
remember
like,
the head trauma part.
yeah. So then within like 24 hours, they found out what happened. And the next day on SmackDown, I think SmackDown came on Tuesdays at the time. They were like, yeah, so we found out what really happened and we're not going to talk about him anymore. Bye. So they wiped him clean of everything WWE. Like you cannot find him anywhere. Like sometimes on Peacock, you'll see like matches and stuff that he's in, but they were like,
Bye.
yeah, but they did a documentary recently about his wife that was killed, and she was incredible human. She was like a wrestling valet, Nancy Benoit. just this badass bitch, and she doesn't really get the shine she deserves because everybody focuses on him. So it was really cool to see that, and they like talked to her sister and stuff. But that was like a big fucking deal when that happened.
Well, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
I feel like the contribution that I have to this episode is not great. I know you don't watch a lot of Family Guy.
Yeah.
But there is a cutaway scene of Peter starting a podcast where it's just hats that he lifts off. Cowboy hat, baseball hat, policeman hat. And it's just like that. I feel like I'm just like that right now.
Oh my God. You could have said something. I proposed celebrity death, and you could have been like, I don't know about that, Heather.
You know I don't know about that.
You should have said that. I would have picked another topic.
No, it's fine.
Like
we
pop
did it.
culture.
We talked. Oh, great. Something else. Something else. Great. And then we're going to do a whole sewing episode so you can.
Oh, nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Exactly.
I can't even sew a button.
Buttons are hard. It's
Isn't it
easier
like
to make a shirt than a button.
I can't do any of it. I don't know how to. I give it to my mom or you. I'm here. Let me see before we depart. Let's see.
If there's any last. Now, for those who are listening, and I know Elise from Texas, she texts me all the time. She's like,
Who's Elise from Texas?
She was actually friend. I met her when I did my college program in 2002. She came down with my roommate from Texas, and I got to know them, and we're still in contact now. And she loves to text me, being like, "Oh, we were talking about my old roommate last week? He's like, isn't he the one that like set up a toy train set?" I'm like, it sounds like it's on point. But she listens, and she texts me all the time to add
love.
to the conversation.
Hi.
So we appreciate you, Elise.
Hi, Elise. Love. I can't do this when people.
Because you have claws on.
I know, but the rappers, they do like.
They do this one. It's like it's not even it's like the younger kids versus old people.
I can't even do.
And it just takes so much concentration. And then I'm like, what are these extra fingers down here doing?
I know. And then like at work
I
all the
can't-
time, people are like, do the heart. And I'm just like,
Oh
I
my
look like
God.
a dinosaur.
I mean, if you're going to look like anything, a dinosaur is not a bad thing to look like.
I like that. Sorry, for those listening, we're trying to do a heart with our hands. And
She's
it's not.
trying. I did it successfully.
Yes. So anything else about celebrity deaths that you can think of?
To end it on a light note,
Yes.
Celebrity Deathmatch was always hilarious to watch. If you don't know what that is, I want to say it started in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I want to say it started off as on MTV.
It was.
It was a halftime show for the Super Bowl, I believe, when it first started.
Maybe.
And it was basically claymation wrestling of celebrities, and one of them would end up getting killed. And it was so stupid and ridiculous.
And you know what's funny is that, like, I'm scared of claymation and stop motion, but Celebrity Deathmatch and California Raisins are the only two I'm not scared of. Because it's just so preposterous and stupid that, like, it doesn't faze me.
So
Like,
the other clay looks so real.
okay. Have you ever seen The Little Drummer Boy?
Have
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I think so.
It is terrifying. I hate it. I've hated
Well-
it since I was a kid. They're all
There it is.
creepy. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There's other like Santa Claus Comes to Town.
Gumby.
Gumby I can handle because they're like random creatures.
Pokey is a random creature. He's a donkey.
He's a horse.
Horse. Didn't I write a song about him?
You sure did. Do you remember Gumby's other two friends?
You had Trixie. You had the Blockheads. You had
Trixie. Wait, who was Trixie?
Wasn't that the yellow dinosaur?
no, that
thing?
was Prickle.
Prickle.
Oh, but there was another dinosaur. Yeah, there was Prickle.
And then the mammoth,
Denali.
Denali.
And then Goo. Goo was the little blue girl.
Yes,
I don't know what she was though.
she was Goo. Yeah.
How do you identify Goo? I'm a blob.
I mean, currently, right now, I'm a little bit of a blob. But anyway, I digress.
Just a little think lab
Thanks
of clay.
for listening.
Gumby. They play Gumby at Cabana Bay all the time.
Did it really?
Yeah, on the big screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Kids
exciting.
have no idea what it is.
No clue. I used to have a Gumby keychain for like the longest time.
Oh, I had the whole set. I had Gumby. I had Pokey. I think we had Prickle. I don't think we had Goo.
Oh
but I
my
definitely
God.
remember having Gumby.
What was I watching? Where I want to say I was watching like an Instagram reel or somebody who is a designer or remakes things or whatnot, and she went to buy something from this person who had all the original Gumby stuff on display. And it was
Oh.
really cool to look at. Like he
Okay.
had like the original pieces from the show in his house, and I was like, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. But other like stop motion claymation, like there's a horror movie called Stop Motion, and it's like my worst nightmare.
We're gonna do an episode on that.
No.
We're gonna actually watch it live
no.
and make commentary.
No, I can't watch
There's
it.
a reason that TV right there swings this way.
I will vomit if I watch it.
All right, folks. Thanks for listening. We're wrapping it up.
up.
Be sure to like and subscribe and comments
Please.
and all that. If you have a suggestion,
Tell your friends.
Heather and Steven get into at gmail.com, our Instagram under the same name.
We don't know what we're doing next week, but we'll figure
We
it
have
out.
a couple of options out,
We
but
got
we'll
some
let you know
options.
when we know.
Yes. So,
So until then,
bye.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Rest in peace, Steve Irwin.
and some of those other people.
Fuck that stingray.
Fuck that stingray. Oh my.
Shoot the shit. Shoot.
The shit. Shoot. The shit. Shoot the shit.
Yeah.
God.
Anytime I'm at SeaWorld, I'm like, I ain't going near the stingrays.
I mean,
They're all the
people judging
same.
me for being afraid of fish. Yeah, he was killed by a fish.